Hello everyone and welcome back. Swati, what do you do for weight loss? How do you manage the pantry? How to save money? How to do the right meal plan? Well, these are few of the many questions I get asked a lot. And since these questions are connected, I decided to touch on all these queries in today's video one by one. While I am also learning along the way, there are a few simple ways and habits I follow to handle these basic queries, and I have found much success with them. Last weekend, I went grocery shopping, which is my starting point for everything. Now, let's see what I got for my monthly stock and why. And in between, I'll share a few tips on creating a healthy pantry because once you have that aligned, weight loss, clean eating, and homemade food follow naturally. I follow an 80-20 rule in my pantry, which means 80% of food will satisfy my body and 20% is for my mind because balance is important. For breakfast, I got our regular oats, poha, and suji. You can make multiple variations like overnight oats, oats chila, upma, bun dosa, and what not from these basic ingredients. Here is one secret. Ask ChatGPT and you'll get multiple options ready. Next, for break time, I got coffee because as a gym lover, our day calls for 1 tea and 2 black coffees. Also, some biscuits to go with the morning tea, something I cannot get away from, and it comes under my 20% of mental peace. Next are snacking options. Cashews, mixed dry fruits, and jaggery as a sweetener for other homemade snacks I make at home like cakes, laddus, namkeen, cupcakes, cookies, etc. I created a simple rule of filling 50% of my pantry with protein sources, and as a vegetarian, I depend a lot on lentils for my protein intake. So I bought all these varieties of dals. They can easily be used for regular meals, kebabs, chilas, batters, hummus, etc. One money saving tip here is going for organic. They have a longer shelf life without getting infested by bugs, especially the not so frequently used dals. Next in the protein line comes soya chunk, a lot of them. Besan again for multiple uses like chila, kadhi, quick dosa, etc. And of course, peanuts because they go in snacks, chutneys, almost every breakfast I make or even as it is for quick munching. Then some basic spices for instant use like pav bhaji masala and some that I mix to create homemade blends. By the way, I find this brand of whole spice really good as the ingredients inside are very clean. I have tried their bay leaf and kasuri methi and they are good. And lastly, mustard oil for basic cooking. Next comes my 20% leisure eating. Golgappe because we love having them at home. Instant noodles, which I also try my best to make healthier many times. And a quick homemade option is any day better than outside food. Then these caramel popcorns because I really love them. And khakra for munching while watching TV. And this time I also got these ready-made chutneys that I tried at the store with khakra and loved them. For an instant solution, they are amazing. Especially this thecha one. That's why I got a bigger packet. And yes, that's all I got. Now I'll share those tips that save money and make the pantry healthy. First, I never enter those junk food ready to eat aisles. They are heavy on pocket, add to weight gain and encourage unhealthy eating. This way I'm not spending money on those empty calories and also not spending extra to burn them later. Then I stick to my basic groceries most of the time because I know everyone at home eats them without wastage. For trying new ingredients and recipes, I buy in small quantities or just 1 or 2 pieces. Next, I always look for discounts and offers and make purchases based on that. Like some frozen items are from buy one get one section. And lastly, I buy limited stock with fixed budget and never overfill my pantry. I try to consume as much of the existing groceries as possible before my monthly visit, and this small habit is a game changer in saving big on grocery shopping. I did some fresh grocery stock up too, so I bought a lot of fruits and lots of tofu and paneer, which is my next 10-day stock. Along with that, I got different cheeses and frozen veggies. This time, I also got one packet of frozen momos to try. I wish to try recipes like jhol momos or momo soup, and this will make my work easier in the kitchen. Like I said, I go slow with new experiments to reduce wasting money and products. Now, when it comes to stocking, I first fill everything into my stock up containers before arranging them in regular ones. Why do I do this? Well, this simple trick allows me to start by sorting my existing groceries first. This way, my containers also get cleaned and ready for new stock. I mix all the leftover dal bits and store them together so that they get consumed together. There is a famous saying, abs are made in the kitchen. And while I'm not literally talking about abs, but if you wish to manage your weight, start from the kitchen. Conscious eating habits have a much bigger impact on your body than just exercising alone. I do both, and I can tell you that half of my body issues get resolved just by eating right. So instead of filling the pantry with random trendy things, the first step is to fill it with real food, more whole foods and less processed. The next step is to stock them correctly. See-through airtight containers are the best investment for both money saving and maintaining good health, as they keep things fresh and visible. Another pantry rule I follow is buying in quantities that fit. By now, I know my family's consumption and buy accordingly. Rather, lesser is better. This allows me to track pantry items, resulting in no wastage. A few items are missing in this haul. That's because I already had them at home and just arranged them with the new groceries. So, always check your pantry before shopping to avoid buying duplicates and to save space. Lastly, going frugal. It means not going to the grocery store until I actually need to. I honestly go when my pantry looks almost 80% empty, and this saves a lot of time and energy, and of course, money too.
Meant to be something else than friends, 'cause we realized we're in love.
Once pantry stocking is done, I invest some time in meal prepping, which is the next step to weight management, pantry management, saving money, and meal planning. So I start by roasting items one by one. Roasting keeps moisture and bugs away from food, so this small effort is a win for the long run. So my meal prepping also runs on a single rule of thumb: more protein. I understand the irritation when I repeat this word, but honestly, this is the only key to unlock sustainable weight loss. How? I'll explain that in a bit. So, I soak everything to make dosa batter with just 2 parts rice and 1 part urad dal. And idlis still come out equally soft and fluffy. I just leave them to ferment longer and it does its job.
Where
To tell you the truth, weight loss was never my aim. Being healthy was. But let me highlight that weight loss is an automatic byproduct of a healthy lifestyle. Yes, it's a longer journey, but what's the rush, anyways? I'll roast peanuts in 2 batches to make sure everything is roasted well, and in the meantime, I'll prepare homemade namkeen. This namkeen is loved by everybody in my house, and it's like those one pot meal. Everything cooked together. Last time I got these jowar puffs and need to finish them, so I'm using them today along with rice puffs. Then I add all the nuts, seeds and healthy fats along with flavorings.
From time to time it all comes around, but no one knows the end. We're all
The second batch of peanut is done, so while I get the namkeen base ready, I will dry roast some nuts. I used to make nut powder when the kids were younger, but now they can eat them whole and they take them daily in their lunch boxes. Then I prepare the namkeen masala and mix it well with this base. Now let me explain the hype around protein. I make sure every meal has around 60% protein because when I eat protein first, I start feeling full within a few bites, which means no overeating. Then I go for carbs and fiber to balance it out. The second advantage is that I don't feel hungry until my next meal. Sometimes I feel so full that I skip a full meal and just have something light because my system is satisfied. Again, no overeating. And lastly, when I eat protein rich diet, I don't get sweet cravings at all because my body already feels nourished and full. This means you are eating to satisfaction without unnecessary cravings. While there are many reasons to eat a protein rich diet, this is your easiest way to naturally limit your food intake for long term weight management. If you want some protein rich recipes, write protein recipe in the comment section and I'll upload a few. Nuts are roasted and next I'll air fry the namkeen at 180 degrees for 5 minutes twice.
Feet step over splinters of the moon.
Next meal prep is making overnight oats for Karthik and myself. Again, the combination of oats and chia seeds is a perfect blend for more protein, no binge eating, and controlling sweet cravings. I mean, what else do we want? Eat good food and still lose weight. Just keep the portions controlled because the idea is to eat, not overeat.
Gold words, golden things, golden. I follow only golden, golden, golden things, golden. I follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Next, I had prepared some sprouts, so I'll meal prep them in two ways. One by making a batter and another by making a filling. I think meal prepping similar items in two ways reduces cooking time and effort while bringing variation to the same food. So meal prep smartly, not hardly. The batter is ready and now I'll let it ferment overnight to make chilas for breakfast tomorrow. With the second batch of sprouts, I'll roughly chop them with basic ingredients to make paratha filling for tomorrow's lunch. To make it high in protein, I'll add some grated tofu. The filling is ready, but I'll add the seasonings right before making the paratha, and lunch is also sorted. Everything I have toasted has cooled down and I'll store them in the airtight containers. 1 month toasting is done. And these 2 hours of prep work give me enough time throughout the week to continue my workouts and gym sessions. I have been strength training for 1 year, and while weight loss was never my agenda, with consistency I have dropped 5 kgs and 4 inches, built new muscles and burned stubborn fat without losing my sanity, hormones, mental peace and energy levels. All while eating my favorite home cooked food. I had set curd in the morning, which I'll now keep in the fridge, and I'll soak some nuts for the morning. How convenient it is to find that your breakfast is half made. The batter has risen well, and now I just have to do some basic prep before starting to cook. I'll mix this batter with around 2 tablespoons of besan, some ajwain, salt, black salt and red chili powder. Next comes another meal prep idea, a high protein filling. I'll prep the filling in extra quantity so that I can use it in this chila today and double it up as a quick sandwich for tomorrow. For the filling, I'll start by grating tofu and cheese together and adding finely chopped onion and coriander. In the seasonings, I'll add cumin powder, salt and black pepper. To add variation to the sandwich, I'll just sprinkle some Italian herbs and the taste will completely change. Again, smart meal prepping. A protein rich, low carb, gut friendly, quick to make, and super delicious breakfast option that you must include in your meals at least twice a week. Like I explained, just 2 chilas will keep you full till lunch with no cravings. After breakfast, I'll grind the rice and dal mix to make dosa batter, which is my tomorrow's lunch menu. The batter takes time to ferment well, so it needs 2 days of advance prep. So now I have my tomorrow's breakfast sorted with the filling ready for sandwiches. My lunch prep is done with the idli dosa batter, which I'll again double up for the next day's breakfast by making appe in the same batter. And now the only thing left is today's dinner, which again I'll prep in advance. I had soaked some chana dal and soya chunks in the morning to make high protein tikkis for soya tikki burgers. To start, I'll squeeze out the excess water from the soya chunk and pressure cook them with soaked dal. Along with ginger, garlic, coriander stems, Kashmiri red chili, a few whole spices, water, salt, black pepper and black salt. Cook it till 2 whistles on medium-high flame. Once done, I let the mixture cool down and grind it in a mixer jar. Once you get a coarse paste consistency, add some chopped onions and coriander and mix well. Now go in the spices: amchur powder, red chili flakes, salt, and mix everything well. To add some crunch, I saved a few soaked dal, so I'll add that soaked dal into it before shaping the tikkis. I'll make burgers, but since Dhairya will not eat them, I'll use one patty to make a stuffed paratha for him. You can also use the same tikki to make wraps or even chole tikki because it tastes so good. Either pan fry them or toast them in air fryer. They will taste amazing either way. You can store them in freezer as well as a part of weekly meal prep for quick turnarounds. I don't use mayo anymore. Instead, I make this dip in so many variations and it stays fresh for up to 5 days in the fridge. For this quick spread, you need to blend some tofu or paneer with garlic, curd, chili flakes, pizza seasonings, salt and pepper. Grind it till you get a creamy consistency and enjoy this delicious spread or dip as you like. It was lunchtime and as I told you, with the sprout filling ready, my meal was already prepared. So it took me just a few minutes to serve food on the plate. I had kneaded the dough in the morning itself, so I quickly made stuffed sprout moong dal parathas.
my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just
Now, did you notice that how a simple plan that started with restocking the right groceries not only gave me healthy, home-cooked, effortless meals, but also helped me use my pantry stock wisely? This saves money, time, health, and a ton of mental load. So all in all, we are not just talking about weight loss here. We are talking about a sustainable lifestyle that 100% gives result. Yes, it's a long journey and you will have to be patient and consistent with it, but I'll ask it again. What interests you more? Short-term results or long-term health? I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, what is stopping you from subscribing to the channel? Do it right away. And I am waiting for you in the comment section, so quickly drop your thoughts here. And I'll see you in my next video very soon.